everyone. I'm Sheldon Barlett-Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. It is always a pleasure when my dear friend swings by This Is It Network. We want to make sure that he reintroduces himself, his first and last name, and all he's up to.
Sheldon, I'm, of course, Louis Bezich, men's health advocate, contributing writer to phillyvoice.com, and the author, of course, of Crack the Code, 10 proven secrets that motivate healthy behavior and inspire fulfillment in men over 50. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. I'm so excited that we are back in the swing of things. And I know that you have a fun topic, or maybe not so fun for some of us ladies over here, but a fun topic for us to chat about today. What are we discussing?
Well, you might be surprised, but, because the focus is always men's health. But I want to talk today about menopause, of all things, right? Well, and why do I say that? What's the connection? Well, number one, we know that the relationships that men have with their spouse, their partner, whomever, are the strongest source of fuel to fire the inspiration and the motivation to live a healthy lifestyle. So relationships are important. We also know, and we've talked in the past, that when you give, the giver retains physical and mental benefits. Your blood pressure goes down. You have a less chance of mental health problems, of depression, etc. So giving is a good thing. And of course, we know that when both partners lead a healthy lifestyle, we increase the opportunity that they'll be able to maintain those healthy behaviors over the long run. So for men, there's all sorts of reasons just to continually strengthen their relationships. And of course, for women, who are aging, for the population I speak out to, but it's good for all populations. Menopause is probably, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, challenges that you go through in your life. And so, guys, wouldn't it be a good idea to kind of be a partner? Because typically men are not very well educated on the subject and kind of limp through that stage of a woman's life.
Oh my goodness, this is so important. I mean, we always talk about, at least here on the show, that you don't know what you don't know, right? And in these uncharted territories, a lot of the times for the women that are experiencing it, we are going through uncharted territory, right? The body is changing. We've talked about this many times. Aside from menopause, as you age, your body changes, how you respond to things that you could eat before, you can't eat now. Temperatures that were comfortable before are no longer comfortable, and your body's doing all these types of things. But you're saying, if you have somebody with you, and you gentlemen, if you are part of this scenario, you can't avoid it. So get on board and prosper together, in lack of a better term.
Exactly. It really is a case study that we're all in this together. And if we work together through menopause, we can thrive together. And we can lead a healthy lifestyle together. But it starts with education. Men need to understand, it doesn't take much, Google it, you'll see what you need to do. And the first thing you need to do is understand it and be compassionate and be caring. Men typically here's the problem, let's fix it, we're done, right? Well, it doesn't work. Menopause is a long-term, could be 10, 20, how many years that, different elements, different symptoms you have to confront, right? And they go up, they go down, they go back, they go left, right. And so it's not conducive to the typical male mindset of let me just come in, fix this, and we're done, we'll move on. It's not like that.
Absolutely. And I think that this, and you posed this numerous times about being really open about knowing, again, what you don't know, but there really isn't an education on the male end about what is happening to women on their end. But again, you're still supposed to have this harmonious relationship with so many different unknowns. You're saying education is key, but I would love to get your opinion about communicating, right? What is feeling, what you're feeling in the moment, and being willing to take the reaction to the actions that are happening.
Well, rather than shut down, which is a typical male reaction, right? We all know that. Unfortunately, some of us, before we saw the light, perhaps did that. But, no, you've got to reach out, communicate, and share feelings and really be engaged together. So I'll give you one example that the experts say is that, oftentimes when men deal with something very personal, like erectile dysfunction, they may actually bring, the doc will say, well, bring your spouse, bring your partner to the doctor's office so that we can really have that communication and really work together. Well, the same holds for menopause. You know, guys, if a woman, obviously, if a woman is going to a doctor, there must be, you know, some of the symptoms are really getting concerning. Go with your partner to the doctor and engage in a three-way conversation. That way, you hear it literally from the doctor's mouth, and you can work together to, you know, get through this issue.
Wow. No, I think that it's so important. We are encouraged to communicate honestly with our physicians, and it's also important to communicate honestly with your spouse, and be a great sounding board to just listen in some cases. This is one thing that a gentleman might not be able to fix, my darlings. I mean, he's gonna have to go with the flow on this one. So, literally. So I think that it's important for individuals to have this open conversation. And I love that you brought this up, especially because your focus is, you know, on men's health, but you've all been so open about the cooperative, the importance of partnership in the journey to health and wellness. And this is definitely a topic worth discussing.
Yeah. Well, and again, it's, you know, while we do this to improve the relationship, there is something in this for us guys. You know, the better the relationship, again, all these other things happen. So it's a win-win situation if there ever was one.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's time to win-win. You have to listen to my dear friend. He always points us in the right direction. And if people want to get in touch with you, if they want to follow, fan, and like you, as I like to say, where do they find that information?
Just go right as it is over my shoulder, 50plusmen.com. You'll see all the info about all of my latest endeavors and a way to get in touch with me.
Oh, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Get in touch with our dear friend today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Sheldon. Loved it.
So much fun. Okay, guys, you have all of his information. You know where to find him. Now it's up to you to do so. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and we will see you soon. Take care.